I hope everyone heard me. I don't know if you guys heard me. But I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're coming alive. I sang a whole song, but I don't think anybody heard it, and I can't remember how to get it back. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to turn the camera on and sneak on in here. I was trying to finish my tobacco. But yeah, I figured we'd hang out by the river and chit-chat and just enjoy our coffee. Right? If anyone has to go pee, it's probably because of me. Like as I'm sitting here, I already gotta go pee. It's one of those things. We're gonna get blasted too, by the way. Blasted, blasted. Oh yeah, baby. It's gonna be one of them. Now, the thing is, if I go off the screen, can I do this? No, let's see. Oh, I can do that, though. I can do that. And if I, let's see. There's a shadow over there that kind of looks like a Bigfoot. How do I do this? Oh, there we go. See, it's right there next to those trees. It's not a Bigfoot, but it's an interesting shadow. So at least we can do this, and then I could still do that. And Tina Turner passed away. Oh. Man, every time I hear this, I feel a little bit older. Right? He says that shit looks cold. Well, if you get up in there in these mountains over here and go dipping your toes in that snow melt, I'll tell you what. You won't have to go transgender because it'll do it. Nature will do it for you. Go dipping in some of that stuff right now. You know, you got about another month and you can do that. But some places it stays in the 30s year round. And it's, $5 coffee card first to jump in. Yeah, I was supposed to get paid on the 21st and it hasn't yet. So maybe because I got in trouble or something, now I'm on the second list. So it says 21st to 26th. So I'll wait till the 26th and then I'll pitch a bitch. See what's going on. So yeah, I don't get any coffee cards yet. Well, let's see. What would she be? She'd probably be in her 69, 70. Oh shit, she was old. Wait, no, she had to be 75. How old is she? How old is Tina Turner? Tina Turner. I was on Devo's this morning, bright and early. I was going to go live earlier, but my wife just wanted to sleep in. She's still sleeping in, so I'm like, all right, forget about it then. We're just going to hang out. I'm finishing this one. You know what? Who cares? How long have I been on? 5 minutes, whatever. They can deal with it. I don't even know what the deal is. I don't know what the rules are. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know, it's like so freaking fluid. It's like playing street hockey with your friends, you know? 83. Well, God bless her. Hey, if we all make it to our 83, don't feel sorry for me. Yeah, it's like, God bless Tina Turner, may she rest in peace, right? But sometimes it gets me, right? So Grandpa died. Oh, man, my grandpa died this week. Oh, fuck. Oh, no shit, man. How old's your grandpa? Like, he was 95, man. That motherfucker's sick of paying taxes. Tip your hat and have a drink. Cheers, man. Did all right, 95. Fuck. I hit my 80s. Don't cry for me, period. You better potty. Like, that motherfucker pulled it off. All right, let's watch for the fishies. So I said, oh, look at this, right? I'm telling you guys, we're gonna be busy. I could literally fall asleep right here. There's video of that if you ask the right people. One hit, coughed myself stupid. I haven't done that in a while. It's very, very seldom. There was a period there where it was happening to me like for a few months. I was greening out. It's called greening out, I guess. But yeah, I coughed. Fucking boom, hit the floor. And I would have got up quicker, but because I hit the floor, right, my family come running out. They wouldn't let me off the floor. They're like, just stay here. Just wait a minute. I'm like, wait. Oh, fuck, I was alive. Let me get up. No, just wait a minute. Amy comes walking in, just shuts off the camera like, no, nobody noticed that, right? Then I fucking did it in the car one day, man. You know, she fucking cracks on me about not being able to handle the weed or some shit. But look, I'm going to show you something. I'm not blaming her. I'm really not blaming her. That's a J, right? That's a fucking J. Stoney, when she rolls her J's, she does everything by hand, right? And she does it old school with these kind of papers. All right? She takes a little pinch, throws it in there. God bless her. Rolls that fucking thing up, right? Fucking, where's the button? You gotta lick it and smoke it, right? The thing is, the way she rolls her J's, man, she don't put very much weed in that shit. So I got a big paper hit. I remember it because it was fucking harsh, man. It wasn't the California weed. It was the paper hit. I coughed like a motherfucker. And I knocked my shit out. And then I leaned forward. I passed out like this. And the seatbelt, I don't know which truck. Yeah, it was in the diesel. The seatbelt's got those adjustable seatbelts, and the thing was way up because of my dog pushes it up. So it was way across the top of my carotid artery over here on the left. And I was knocked out. So it was cutting off half my fucking circulation. And Amy's driving along in the snow and the potholes, and she looks over and she's like, his ear's turning red. Jay. I'm assuming because I'm passed out and I've heard the story, but boom, 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 right? In fact, Jay. And then I guess she goes, hey, his face is turning blue. So Stoney's in the back seat. And vaguely, like in a very thin, a very, very hazy cloud, there may have been a second or two where I remember Stoney like punching me in the back of the fucking head. Like she almost woke me up at one point because I thought I got whacked or something. But it was when I say foggy, I'm talking like a room full of fucking, the house is on fire, smoke kind of memory. It was very, very brief, but I don't remember feeling it. I just remembered like I got whacked or something. Well, then I guess at some point she pulled my hair back and like held my head back, and then I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck are you jerking on my hair? And there I hear them screaming and fucking pull over and fucking fucking. She's like, I can't fucking. I guess they couldn't get my seatbelt out because my fat ass was leaning, you know. Well, I was probably 220 at the time, so I was leaning on the fucking seatbelt. So, yeah, fucking weed can be, there was a while there, I was like, nope, I'm going to sit in the couch, I'm going to smoke this fatty, and if I fall over, it'll be on the pillows. But it didn't stop me. Like, I don't know. Oh, my God, you guys are we're at the river. See, you can tell the nature people here in the room, right? We're down by the river, having a good time, and the first thing that pops on Nerd Witch's mind, she's like, you and me, baby, we ain't nothing but mammals. We do it like they do like on the Discovery Channel. Good Lord. She wants the whole package. Guys, I can't do the coffee. I can't do coffee today. We just can't do coffee. Wow, we only got 2 in the house. Holy shit. Is that right? One says 2 and one, 2 in the house. What was there, an earthquake? Oh, I'll give a $5 gift card to the first that jumps into the Atlantic right now. Oh, my God, the Pacific. I'll tell you what. Not about the Atlantic, but the Pacific. Holy shit, man. Emmy and I were up there Mother's Day. And we're just walking around the ankle deep stuff, you know, the waves. And we get to walking, and it's about 30, 40 seconds. And then the pain started to set in on the feet, right? And then when you stepped out, you doubled the length of that pain. And it was like, ooh, fucking goddamn. It's just not ready yet. There's no fucking way. That's why you fall off a fishing boat, stuff like that. You only got minutes. Minutes. Right? That's cold as shit. I'm telling you what, man. It's wetsuit shit. But you know, your limbs go fucking numb and you can't even do nothing. That's what people don't get. They're like, yeah, dude, I'm buff, I'm strong, I'm this. Yep. Until I push your fucking buttons and your nerves don't work, and then you're just a big bag of muscle sinking. Muscle's heavier than fat, they say, right? Or something like that. Us fat motherfuckers, we float. Always keep my dad bods. You know, we just do the backstroke. I could float for days, man. Until you can't even control those muscles. Water temp is 54.4 right now. Let's see. Current Lincoln City water temp. It is. Well, here's through the Lincoln City, Oregon is not available from provided sources. However, the average water temperature throughout the year in Lincoln City is 51 degrees. And the best time of water activities is early fall. The water temperature in Lincoln City varies year-round, ranging from 47.6 degrees up to 55.6 degrees in September. So yeah, that shit's cold over there right now. The coldest record was in 2012 at 47.5 degrees. The seawater temperature in Lincoln City is expected to rise to 50.2 in the next 10 days. So the next 10 days, we're looking at 50 degrees. Ooh, party, man. See, you can wear a thong. Like, we can wear thongs on those days because everything just goes up inside. It just goes right inside. Guys know what I'm talking about when your nuts literally disappear. That's cold. They go up inside the motherfucker. It's like, gone. Gone. It's like, who took the pesos out the change purse? Just heard the breaking news. What breaking news? You talking about Turner? Tina Turner? She's probably still at a banging ass. That's going to be like Cher. Like, when Cher goes, they better bury her ass up. Because that woman's got an ass that's just unreal. She was my pass until about 2 years ago when I said, babe, I don't want my pass anymore. And she's like, what do you mean? You telling me if Cher threw herself at you right now, you wouldn't take it? I'm like, yes, no, I got to give it up. And she's like, why? I'm like, babe, I found out that in the 70s or early 80s, Cher got the herpes. And I'm like, you don't get rid of the herpes. And as much as she's got a banging ass, I don't want to swim with the herpes. So Cher, that's it. I got to find a new pass. Yep. And I am a card guy. Psych, you thought I was going. I am a card carrier. Signed, legal. could fart any goddamn place I want. I've carried this card for, God, I don't know, 25, 30 years. Yep. This is the official farter's excuse card. Whenever you feel the urge, just present this card and you can fart in the car, the bed, or at your desk without a word of excuse. Freedom to fart has never been this easy. And you know what? The next time my wife tries to hit me with some Febreze or some Glade because I ripped I almost said nasty. I don't want to call the toothless one nasty. But the next time I want to let old toothless one speak and she gives me any stuff, I'm going to drop out my card and she's just going to have to enjoy it. Because that's truth. That's been in my wallet for many a year. I used to have pictures of my kids. That's the truth. I had 2 goats. I'm like, hey, you want to see my kids? People are like, yeah, pull out the fucking kids. And I'd be like, oh, how about my pride and joy? It would be 2 pictures of dish liquid, pride and joy. That's how corny I was for a long time. I don't know what happened to those pictures. JMAC. Let's see. Does that mean it's okay for everyone around you to laugh while you let one rip? Yeah, as long as you don't. Now, see, if I'm trying to do an SBD and you laugh and point, then like Emmy does. Like if I could fought 2 aisles over at the store. We're at the rice-a-roni aisle. I'll rip ass. I should be like, oh my God, we leave. Now we're over at the spaghetti aisle. And someone will walk down the rice-a-roni aisle and I'll go, phew. My wife? My husband did that, sorry. And what do? I try to scoop my fucking cowboy ass down the aisle and around the corner before they look to see which way what the husband looks like. Because, nobody wants to do it, but you got to do it, right? If you're standing in the Christmas line and you just smell the heaty fucking wafty ass of something, and you're like, oh God, and you're looking around in front of you is this guy chewing a stogie, right? He's got plumber's crack, he's sweating down his back, and you're like, oh my God, please God, tell me it wasn't you. Please tell me it wasn't you. And then you turn your head and you got I don't know, the 2nd grade teacher over here giggling. You're like, oh, thank God. Thank God. But there's not, you got to know who cut the fart. Because if you don't know who cut the fart, your mind goes to the worst freaking possible excuse, JMAC is crop dusting. Oh, JMAC is crop dusting at grocery. Absolutely. Listen, JMAC may be 53. I just bought the pooter. Okay. Oops. Anyway, I'm getting better at them. Those nice deep ones. But I also ordered some stink bombs. I don't know what happened to the stink bombs, but you're supposed to take the chapstick. Don't buy the pooter fucking chaps wax. That was kind of wrong of them, I think, to sell you a pooter wax, which is nothing but vanilla fucking chapstick for $3.99. You know how many bottles of chapstick my wife got around this fucking place, and I spent $3.99 for that. That was a cheap shot. I was like, all right, maybe I need something special. There's definitely a technique to it. You got different cracks in your hand. You got your lifeline, you got your palm, right? So if you go to the lifeline and you kind of use these 2 fingers here. So I got a lot of squeakers. You want those nice, deep, wet. I'm not getting it. Let me go to the other hand. So it takes practice. It's definitely something you got to work on. See? It's like fucking. You can't go in all steamy and hot and fucking bang it. You ain't gonna make nobody happy. It's slow and easy. So, what I was gonna say, just a couple of years ago, we were at Toys R Us. Now, Toys R Us is shut down now. Anyway, I gotta put that thing up. I'll make squeaky little fart noises all day. Toys R Us is closed now, but a few years back, they were open, and the place was absolutely packed stupid, right? I hated it. So, the way their store is set up is you get the registers, and then there's this one section, they got this card section, and it's like a little U-turn. You can walk in and then walk out, and it's right behind the card section, right? So the little yellow glass vial stink bombs, they're the best on the planet. They're the only ones you should ever buy. They're little vial. It's got yellow fluid in it. It's just sulfur. You drop it. You put it under your foot. I even sometimes, what I'll do is I'll take an old sock and I'll put one in the sock and I'll put it in my pants pocket. That way I can just reach my hand in the pocket and crack the glass, right? And it never cuts me or nothing, right? And it stinks like you wouldn't believe. So you just crop dust everywhere you go. And it's great if you're in the car or something because they don't hear the glass break. They're like, oh my God, dude, did you really? Oh, and you just like, oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, we was at Toys R Us with all these freaking maniac shoppers, right? Trying to get their kid to G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip and fucking Furbies or whatever the hell. Well, I had one of these things. I'm like, Emmy, watch this shit. Now, Emmy usually rats me out, but she couldn't this time because we would have been mauled. We would have been mauled. So here I am, like the old nice fella I am. I just eased in. I'm looking at the coffee or the Christmas or the card section, and I crack one of those bad boys. And then I ease out of there real quick before it gets up off the floor. And so I wasn't really crop dusting it. There's a way to do it. You got to get away from it quick. So I kind of get back over to Emmy. Well, that shit's... And it was hot because there was so many people in there. And right away you start seeing... People start looking. And then they start going like this. And then you hear... And then there's always like this one colored lady or something. Like, God damn it, somebody ain't got no goddamn class. I got to do that in this line when you know we all standing here and I'm going to eat your ass. Now look at this. I'm over here with a box of Legos going to eat your ass. You know what? I ain't buying these. I'm out of here. And the fucking line starts dipping. They're like, fuck my kid. They're dropping Legos. They're leaving dolls. And the fucking, like, 6 people just fucking disappeared out of the lines. It was fucking priceless. And they're all looking at each other. They're all looking at each other, pointing, like, blaming each other and fucking shit, man. And Emmy and I are like 15 people way back off on this different. Oh, my God. Emmy's like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm like, just shut up. Just act stupid. And, like, what, 6 months ago? All right, you guys know how Emmy grabs the speakers and she yells, Jay, in the store and embarrasses me and all this crap. Well, we were in Home Depot, and she went into the bathroom, and at this one store, there's like a foyer before you go into the bathroom. So you go into this foyer area, and there's like a couple of water bubblers, and then you go into the female or the male. Well, I went into the bubbler area, and I cracked one of those fucking things while Emmy was in the ladies' room. And then I come out of there real quick. So when Emmy come out the bathroom, she got a mouthful of that shit. Oh, boy. Yes, those are horrible. So 2 weeks ago, my kids went to a school dance and got shut down early because people were getting sick from the stink bombs. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the stink bomb, I've done it in a store years ago, this little tiny store, and they called the fire department because they thought it was a fucking gas leak. It was crazy. And then here's the funny thing, right? So the fire department shows up. They're all looking for this gas leak. Finally, somebody's like, yeah, it's a stink bomb. So, like, an hour later, I'm going to give my friend one of these stink bombs. And I've got it in a little baggie, okay? And it's wrapped in a piece of tissue. So it's like, you know, it's like in a sandwich baggie in a piece of tissue, okay? And I got it twisted up. I'm going across. I get out of my car and I go to cross the street to go give it to him. And before I mean, I know, I guess I did hand it to him, and we're standing there talking about it. And all of a sudden, this car swoops up on us, right? And two dicks get out, two undercovers. And they knew me, right? And they're like, Jason, what do you got there, right? I'm like, nothing. I gave him a stink bomb. No, what's the white bag? So as I'm going like this to hand him this stink bomb in this white bag, right? Two undercover cops from my neighborhood are going by, and this is in Boston many years ago. And these two undercover cops just happen to be driving by as I'm handing them this baggie. It looks like an 8-ball of Coke. It's the same size of about an 8-ball of Coke. It was the same fucking thing. So they were on me quick as shit. Plus, I had gotten busted back in the 80s. The same thing. They knew, like, they're like, oh, we got him right now. You know, I was like, no, I quit that shit, motherfucker. So I'm like, it's a stink bomb. And they're like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, so we show it to him, right? And he's got the napkin. He's got the thing. He goes, what's in there? I got to see what's in there. I'm like, all right. So he opened the thing up, and I get to the vial, and he's like, all right, that's all I got to see. Have a nice day. But the thing is, right, I had just cracked 3 of these things up in the corner store at Sunnyhurst. And I'm like, they could have busted me for I'm sure there was some kind of stupid crime there. You know, where the fuck did my slipper go? Leia, give me my goddamn shoe. Sorry, dude. My slide come off my foot. My dog pulled it over here to fucking... Yeah, I know. You're not eating my slipper. It was you that did it. I thought it was Leia. What? You're not eating my mustache either. Oh, I know. You know what it is? It's vanilla. I know. It's vanilla chapstick. You don't like that. You won't like that. Why do you want to say hello right now in story time? I'm telling some stories. I know, Leia. Well, you don't gonna be jealous just because he's fucking loving on me for a minute. You had your lovins this morning. I know, Tinker. Just wait a minute. He wants lovins. I gotta say hello to him. Good morning. Yes, you're a good boy. You guys gotta go out? All right, hang on a second. Bunch of hams. They gotta come in and love on me. They're good dogs. They all got their own little issues, but they're good doggies. So yeah, anyway, even at my age, I'm playing with farts and everything. I fucking laugh my ass off. I fucking laugh. You know what my favorite thing to do, even now? So you get in your truck, right? You park your truck in the handicap up by the front door, and then you walk into the bathroom. And as you're walking out by the carriages, when no one's around, you just crack one or two of those bad boys on the floor by the carriages. And then you just leave and go to your truck. And then you sit in the truck behind a tinted window and have a cigarette and just laugh as they fucking, oh, God damn, just got me a fucking jar of feta cheese and I'm smelling, oh, my God. Why do they put the bathrooms by the front door? It's freaking hilarious. I lose it. I know. That's kind of sad. That is sad. I guess she was 83, they're saying. '83. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What did Tina Turner use to paint her kitchen? Secondhand emulsion. Okay, all right, all right. I don't know. Oh my God. I'm looking up Tina Turner jokes. What if Santa's reindeer served in the army with Tina Turner? Back then, she was known as a private dancer. Wait. I gotta read that one again. One of Santa's reindeer served in the army with Tina Turner. Back then, she was known as private dancer. Oh, too soon? I don't know. My friend asked if I would ever date the Queen of Rock, Tina. I was like, hell yeah. I'd never turn her down. Turn her down. I'm reading these before I read them. This one's like a modern movie joke. I don't even know if you guys will get it. Tina was asked to invest in a rom-com reboot of Stephen King's clown movie. She asked, "What's love got to do with it?" Ay. Some of these Tina Turner jokes are really long. All right, sorry guys, I'm missing chat. Oh God, what was Tina Turner's pet name for Ike? Beats me. Yeah. I'm just looking for the one-liners here. What do you call South? Oh, I'm not going to read this. Hang on. South American girl. That doesn't even make sense. What do you call a South American girl who's always in a hurry? Argentina? Oh, Argentina. I get it. Yes. I get it. Okay. Oh, that smells. Some of these jokes are like reading a book. I'm just not going to do that. It's not funny. If it's not a one-liner, it's not happening. All right, back to chat. Yeah, it beats me. That was fucked up. Oh, God. I can't remember. I don't know who the hell it was. Wait, hang on. What's Gemma saying? Hey, Gemma, I seen you. I was just talking away, baby. Sorry. I don't know who it was that died. It was like Sting or what's that guy? Falling. He sang Fallen. Anyway, like the dude wasn't dead like 10 minutes, and there was literally jokes on Facebook and shit. I was like, well, like I think people pre-write this stuff. Sometimes I think the people that died pre-wrote it before they died. And like, here, dude, literally before they take me off the bed, release this. You know? Before I go stiff, release this joke. It's like, I swear they write their own shit sometimes. It's pretty funny. And some of them wouldn't have it any other fucking way, I tell you what. Especially the stars, the comedians, and things like that. You know what I mean? That's how they want to go down. Uh-oh. Jenna, I find that if the towel rack's near my toilet, Just a gentle squeeze and push at the same time will get those Wednesday poops out. And I would recommend less bananas. And other than the joking, sweetheart, I hope you're doing okay. And if it's something you really need to speak with us, Emmy, you could wake Emmy up. I'd love to wake Emmy up right now. You want a different Babylon Brook sound? This will make you pee. Within 30 seconds, Seldom Seen will be looking for the nearest McDonald's going, God damn it, J-Mac. Ooh, and you know, I can even increase the pressure of his bladder walls just like this. His feet, his ankles are like at the red lights. He's like, ooh. Ooh. You guys know that feeling, especially us guys. Titty sprinkles. I got some, you know what, guys? I got some koi food, and there's some really cool koi at the mall. And I kind of want to go and feed the fish without the security catching me. Did you guys miss this? So, Emmy might have caught it. So, I don't know. So, anyway, when we went to go meet up with Ghost Eagle, we ended up, I think he made a mistake, and we went to the wrong mall. So, that's why. Otherwise, I'd have hung out with him for 4 hours. But we'd been out for like 4 hours by the time I caught up with him. But anyway, he was right here at our local mall. So we go in, we're hanging out for a little bit, and we go to leave, and our mall has this big koi pond thing in it, right? This koi down there, the length of my arm, big fat heads. I love koi. So anyway, when we go to leave, you know, we stop by the little pond thing, and I kind of lean over, and they all come right to me like they're looking for the food or, you know, whatever. But I couldn't resist myself, so I reached down, and I just kind of tickled one of the top of their heads, right? I think I did it twice. And I'm like, all right, you're really not supposed to do that anyway because of the salts on your hands and stuff, and they got a slimy coat on them. You're not going to hurt them by one little touch. But if people did that all day long, you know, they would lose their slime coat, they would get ick, all kinds of things would happen. So I get it, right? I'm a koi keeper myself, although my pond isn't up to par right now. Anyway, so I do this twice. I'm like, okay, I got to stop. So I get up and go to walk away. And I no sooner walk away 5-6 feet from the pond, and there's this little short little security girl chick, little chunky chick, and she's got the mic, and she's like looking around, and you know, I was probably the only guy with a cowboy hat and a beard, and she's like kind of looked at me, and he's like, well, he's not near the pond, you know. It's like I think she was gonna come down to tell me, hey sir, can you please not, like I took her thunder away. I'm sure she was going to do it. I was going to wait till she was right on me. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. I won't do it again, you know. One of those things. But as far as the feed goes, I don't care. If I put a little, you know, just put like a quarter cup of koi food in my pocket, and I can go there, I can throw them 5 or 6 pieces at a time. Sit there for a minute and film them. And then if they do bitch at me, I'd be like, hey, they're eating top dollar koi food, but I won't do it now. I'll wait till you're not looking, motherfucker. Because I'm the koi feeder. I'm the rebel. The guy that shows up at the mall with the koi food. Yeah. Seldom Seen. I'll be okay. Last couple days have been hard. Just anxiety. Dude, you are so correct, you bastard. It was the Babylon book. He's like, God damn it, where's the McDonald's, man? I could feel the pressure increasing on the inner walls of my bladder. JMAC has subliminal bladder control messages going on. He's got a pee. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Seldom Seen. We may be seeing more of him than we want. Are you along the I-5 corridor? Is your bladder getting full? Seatbelt getting tight? Feel a little pressure on the left-hand side of your belt line? I said, ooh, don't let, at our age, you can't let a little bit down the tube. You can't. Because trying to hold back that flow valve can be something else seldom. Do not do that. Do not do that. Sometimes, like when you're holding it and the pain's so good, you're like, all right, I'll just release my grip for a second so I won't fall. But what happens is whoa, you get a power flow. See, the thing is, at our age, right, the prostate is very unpredictable. There's days I go in the bathroom and I piss like a fire hose. Then there's other days I'm like, I gotta pee so bad. Why is it coming out like a little trickle? Right? And then you fart once and all of a sudden the flow's back. Hang on, what's he got? A football over here? What's he got? He says, stop the running water. That's the idea of the show, though. Today, Seldom Seen Your Bladder is part of our comedy. Hey, watch out for those bumps and that stop and go traffic. Oh, my God. I mean, when your bladder's really backed up and you have to apply pressure to the brake, you know what I mean? It's like, you just want to whip it out and just run to the bushes on the side. You can see the bushes just to your right. It's terrible. It's terrible. Then if you're in the wrong fucking neighborhood, you can run into the bathroom and like, oh, you need the key. Yeah, the key. You got to go get the key. Oh, it's not it's a code. What was the code? Okay. What the fuck was the code? Can't remember the goddamn code. Seldom seen, last running into a porta potty on a construction site in the middle of the highway. That's right. He pulled over into the high-speed breakdown lane into the construction zone and is now in there at a 95-degree porta potty. Actually, he would probably take that right now, and he can't. He's stuck in traffic. Oh, it's noon. He's got the noon lunch. He's got to pee. He's fucked. Even the bathrooms, if he gets to a facility, are probably plugged right now. They're all taking one fast dump and pee before they got to go back to work. I wonder why he stopped talking. Oh, wait, here he is. What do you say? He says, that's it. Where's the Gatorade bottle? Trucker's Tea is on exit 4 off of 212, and he's at exit like 298. He's going to go all the way around to 4. That's just cool. I'm sitting in a conference call. I have to use the ladies' room. Yes. All right. Just for the ladies, we'll go back to rapid flow. It's the white noise relief. Now, the white noise relief will make you think that you've already done it. However, the intense pressure building in the bladders, I can't stop. So it's rather like a balloon as it expands. Just on the inner walls, you kind of feel the stretch marks a little bit. But it's okay. It's amazing. It will not burst. I seen a show on Discovery on how much piss you could actually put in a bladder before it blows away. So no one has exploded anytime recently. Yes. JMAC, that's why they invented Depends. Oh, yes, I can see it now in all the office buildings across America now, and the high rises. Hi. Jesus, I can say it. I'm Joe Dickenbacher, and I wear Depends. My multi-million-dollar company never ceased to miss 1 minute in a meeting. On every chair is a Depends. Our employees walk in, strap up, pull them up, sit down, and we sit at that desk until the job is done. Now, we are not allowed to have any kind of tacos or spicy lunch. But yeah, we stay productive and regular. Oh my God. JMAC, I sent you a message on Message. I will check it out, Gemma. I will check it out. Maybe I should look now, but it's probably something that I couldn't deal with at the Momo. Let's see what did Facebook. Oh, yeah, that's difficult. Um, there's a lot of support groups for that kind of thing. Um, you might want to look into it. Much like the autistic type of stuff, there's you can learn a lot. And if it's just, starting or whatnot, you can learn and understand a lot about that, Gemma. Um, yeah, it's a difficult time for sure. I've witnessed that firsthand, like on the ambulance and in the medical field. So it's very tough on families. Oh, we got a wee woo up in there. Yeah, I didn't want to do too much wee woos because I didn't have the coffee cards today yet. So I kind of want to wait for coffee cards to shout out all the wee woo. But it is a state of mind. Let's say that. Hell yeah. My wee woo is feeling much better. He's relieved the pressure, ladies and gentlemen. One down. Now it's only Pam Sim we can tease. What'd she say? Leaving wee woo on the side of the. No, she said she was in a meeting, so she can't really wee woo right now. Hey, Becky. Becky's up in the house again. See, Becky's on the fence of what the fuck to do. So she says, well, it isn't Bekkii no more. I don't spell it like that now. But she still types with a stutter. So now it's hi. Hi. Must be a Canadian thing. Hi. Hi. Fuck it. Hi. Anyway, I'm just teasing you, Becky. Welcome. Yeah. What was we were laughing about yesterday? Anime something. Oh, anime goth. If they took like anime cartoons, but they did it with goth chicks, you'd have anime goth. Yeah. Becky, did you pee before the stream? Because I tell you what, this is a flowing kind of thing. Now and then when we discover people got to pee, we change the bubbly sounds. Look at all these beautiful things, man. I wish I could just shove them all in my mouth and light them all up at once. Huh? Good Lord. Oh, that one's bent. I knew I shoved that lid in there too deep. Yes. I could put you to sleep for about, till September. It's a happy hi. Okay. Well, that's cool. It's a wee woo hi. I get you a wee woo shirt, but I don't know what you'd do with it. You might let the cat sleep on it or something. Uh-oh, Derek, what do you say? Oh, Derek's up in the house. Derek, what are you doing, bro? Quickest meal I ever had. Wasn't even 2 minutes. Just renewed my health insurance. What a pain. What a pain. We got a wee-woo. Hell yeah. Yep. Pam. Seen some simmy. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't figure out what you was typing, but now I get it, yeah. That was a whole episode. We did like a 2-hour thing on that one day. Dude, I enjoyed the sample you submitted on the way back to my west side. Yeah, so I think, I'm not sure, but I think there's a chance that might have been the forbidden fruit. If not, it was the Oregon Mac. But if it tasted different, like if you're like it was a whole different kind of tasting weed, then it's probably the forbidden fruit. Any of the purple weeds, they always got like a different it's a different scent and a different taste to it, you know. But see, if I gave you, I wish I brought these or something, or made these, because these I've sprinkled with keef, because I had so much keef. So what I'll do is I grind up a bunch, I'll fill up my tray, and I'll take like, I don't know, not really a measurement, but I just like shake the keef over it, right? And layer it. And then I put the lid on it, and I just shake it all about, and then I'll roll my joints. But that's some sleepy ass stuff, man. It's just straight up indica. And then when I keef it, forget about it. But see, now what I've got too is I got a bunch of reclaim oil from my dab rig. Where'd it go? Anyway, I'll find that. So I got a bunch of reclaim that came out of this. It was really clean, actually. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some nuggets, and I'm gonna heat that stuff up. I'm gonna dribble it into the nugget, squeeze the nugget back up, maybe a little bit on the outside, like, because when it's drippy like honey, you just kind of rotate it around the nugget a couple times. I'm gonna roll it in this keef, make my own moon rocks. So where the hell is it now, though? I wonder. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, see, it's loaded. A whole bunch of it in there, deep. So yeah, I may do that today. I'll make some moon rocks, and I've got a jar like this. I got 2 jars like this of keef, just from when I was harvesting. So I'll probably I'm gonna grow some plants this year, but I'm not gonna do a big massive grow because honestly I've got a bunch, and I'm not handing it out like I did last year. The other year I gave so much weed out that I ended up short for a couple months. You think it was the Mac? Okay. Yep. The other stuff it's the forbidden fruit. It's good though. But see, it's easier to meet up with you. I can meet up with you anytime and hook you up with some shit. He come from way out. And then I kind of felt bad because I kind of felt like he said he was coming down here to meet somebody, but then he didn't meet somebody. Like, I don't know what happened. So I was only like, maybe a couple miles from my house. But then it seemed like he was getting back on the train to go all the way back to Newburgh. And he was talking about a couple of buses and a this and that. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? I kind of felt bad. I wanted to drive him home, but at this point, it was 4 or 5 o'clock rush hour, and that was I don't know how long of a ride that would have been. And we'd already been out like 4 hours, and I had one dog in the kennel. Because Tinker, I mean, he has no problem with it, but when we leave the house, he just gets into stuff. It's not real bad separation anxiety or something. It's just, he's a thief. I mean, he will eat a loaf of bread. He will do all kinds of weird things. So, yeah, I'm gonna make some moon rocks, man. I'm gonna make some moon rocks because I got a shitload of keef, right? What else do you do with it? You sprinkle it in your weed. You put it on top of the weed. I could press it and make hash, but I'm not into hash. I'd rather put it in something and just smoke it, Like, see, the end of this is kind of oily. That you could tell I've keefed that. Because if I don't keep it and I smoke them, they don't get oily like that. Yeah, forbidden fruit's nice, man. Now, I used to love Blue Dream. If you're into sativa, Blue Dream is like the most uplifting, energetic, creative smoke I've ever had. But, I got anxiety, and I mean, it's well controlled usually, but when I smoke that sativa, it's too energetic. It just puts me over that jittery point, and then once I get the jitters, the whole cabinet starts to fall. You know what I mean? Man, I should do that while I'm live. Just make some moon rocks or something. Just get it. Like, I'll heat this up with a hair dryer. Cause see, right now it's cool, so it's all like solidified. And but what I'll do is I'll heat it up with a hair dryer, and you take a nugget, you just crack the nugget open. Don't break it all the way, because if you keep it together as much as possible, crack it open in the center, and then you get that to like a liquidy honey. And you pour it in the center, and you give it a little squeeze. Then you gotta set it down, and you use like a tool, and you drizzle it like almost like a spider web drizzle, and you go around that nugget a few times on the outside, and then just roll it in the keef, so the keef's got something to stick to, and then just put it in a little jar by itself. Make 3 or 4 of those. They'll put you to bed, man. It's not a nugget that you just throw in your bowl or your bong and just rip out, and you won't even finish it. You just break off a little piece of it. And see, once you make a moon rock, when you buy a moon rock, you don't just take it out of the package and throw it into the bowl, unless you're sitting with 20 people. You just break a tiny piece of it off, if they're made right, about the size of a pea, and then you throw that in your bowl. Well, that's just the way you go. Oh, man, it's good. Man, I'm losing my voice. Let me get a fresh cup of coffee and maybe a piece of gum, because I'm losing my voice. I will be right back. Couldn't tell my left or right for a second there. I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, right? I guess since people... all right. I don't know. Let me restart. The drama bullshit, right? It's always going on. So the other day, I was informed that there was going to be a stream. There was supposed to be some kind of rant thing. And I'm like, I told my wife, look, I'm not watching it. I'm not going to fucking watch it. That's just it. You know, because it's just going to keep shit going. Well, my brother's stream ended up getting fucking trolled, I guess. And it wasn't us at all. I mean, I guess they knew that. But it's Mike and Belinda and all these fucking idiots. But one of the things, while my wife went in there, and I was in the bedroom for a minute, and one of the things my wife rewatched, she's like, oh, listen to this. It was about my armbands, my wristbands, right? It was about these things that I sometimes I wear around my wrists and whatnot, right? Well, apparently the Rambo look is not for me. I had no idea that it was a Rambo look. But if you're so curious, Stoney, or concerned about my attire, I'll be glad to tell you. You see, my lower arms are all freshly tattooed. Nice dark black ink, okay? My upper arms have got tattoos on them from when I was 16 years old. I might have been 15 when I got this panther. It's green and it's old looking. And I really don't like it. It doesn't pop even after I put cream on it because I got to get it recolored and I'm going to get my sleeve done, right? So Emmy's like, you should wear this shirt. It was a really hot day. She's like, wear this shirt. Da, da, da. I'm like, it's fucking sleeveless. I don't like sleeveless shirts. So I put the fucking thing on and I'm like, hey, I'm just going to tie these fucking things around my tattoos right here. But apparently the fashion police had an issue with that. This coming from somebody that has, like, in my opinion, zero fashion. I mean, why do you watch? Like, why do they watch these? Why do haters stay subscribed? You know, one of the things she yelled at me about was talking in their room, right? Or talking when my brother wasn't there. But here's the thing, right? I got them blocked on Google. I got them blocked on YouTube. Even as moderators, if we're both moderators, I can't see what he's saying. And I wish they would do the same thing to me. Here's how you block on Google. When you see me at somebody else, if I'm in someone else's chat room, even if you're not a mod, from that chat room, hit block. Because it's not your chat room, it will block them on your Google side. Then, when I come into your channel, you block from the channel. Or you can go copy the link, go to blocked stuff in your studio, and you can add the link that way. So they don't even ever have to show up at your channel, and they're blocked. Or you can go to the channel and you right click in the about section, block user. There's 100 ways to do it. But when you block on Google and then YouTube, you never see that person. So obviously I'm not going to be able to chat ever over there or with them again because they won't use the platform right. So I can't tell when they're even there unless they're on the panel. And so for that reason, that'll be that. We just won't, that's just that. There's just no communication. Because like I said, a couple of people had issues. And if they blocked me correctly, they wouldn't see anything I ever said when I said, hey, Joe, Blow, Frank, Jimmy, Stoney, anyone? When I said, hey, what's up? Oh, hey. Still doesn't know I'm in there until somebody starts saying JMAC, JMAC, JMAC. And then, honestly, what do they care if it isn't addressing them or about them or to them or whatnot? It's just chat noise, right? And then they want to turn the finger on you and go, oh, it's you, man. It's you. You think I'm going to let you? You're the one that clicked the motherfucking mod button. If there was an issue, why did you do that? Anyway. Hey, JMAC, the group thing you're talking about, I know these people and they started crap with me a year ago. Well, I've been around them for about 4 or 5 years and I don't really remember. I don't remember anything with you, but I don't know. It's possible. I'm not calling you a liar. I just don't know if you got the right group. Too bad we can't put our own YouTube links in chat because YouTube counts it for sub. You can drop your link in here, Becca. Or Becky, whatever. Let's see. What the hell's the YouTube thing over here? Do I drop it? Becky. Copy. Becky. Boom. There you go. David S. Vingham. The man, the secret, the mystery, the government worker that you're not too sure about. Area 51 janitor, mad scientist, pilot. We'll never know. But David S. Vingham's in the house. Oh my God, now the dogs want in. Yep. Left them a month ago. Yep. That's just the way it is. Then they talk about how faithful they are and all this and that. Just as soon cut your throat. All right. Fuck, I can't let my dogs bitch like this. I gotta get them. All right. Beep boop. Hey, Enki, wake your damn friend up. I told her it's like after 1 o'clock. Get up already. Wake up. Blow her up. It's Stanky Yankee and the Queens. Stanky Yankee and the Mean Girls. Yeah. Where's the button? See, I'm not in my show mode right now, so I'm kind of like... Yeah. Tina Turner, yep. Yeah. We were doing Tina Turner jokes earlier. Was it used emulsion? Very sad. She was 83. Oh, look, I'm sorry. It's the Canadian, I'm sorry. She was 83. You can't feel bad and sorry for people that were 83. It wasn't like the plane fell out the sky and she like burned for 45 minutes. I mean, you know what I mean? It's 83. Motherfuckers are dropping dead at like 40. Yeah, it was a rough start. That's true. But who didn't? Let's take their stories, let's take our stories, and then make us music legends. Okay? Take your life story and then, add a few hit songs to it. Ain't no different. Listen, I'm coming to Portland to compost your body. So be sad. Be sad. You're going to compost me, you're either going to grow some weed out my ass or a tomato. Either way, in the end, you're sucking or eating my ass. Yeah. Now, I'm not minimizing the loss of any human life, right? But, I mean, lives like that are to be celebrated at that point, I think. Like, oh my God, Betty White died. Oh, are you kidding me? If I know Betty White, she was laughing all the way to the fucking morgue. She's like, I didn't pay that last $150 tax bill. Ha! Something. You know what I'm saying? And she was ancient too. Or George Burns or something like that. These people had wonderful long lives. Or your typical grandfather that lived to be 90. They don't want you feeling sorry for them. They're tired of paying fucking taxes. They're like, hey, I'm good. I'm going to get me a nap. I'll see you in the next rodeo. Oh, wait a minute, guys. I think Emmy has to work today. Wait a minute. I got to check on something. Emmy got that job, by the way. Emmy got that job. So I think it's the cutest thing, and she's going to love every second of it. Hang on. I got to double check, make sure what time. I guess she's lurking the chat, but yeah. So I mean, she's got it fucking made. I'm kind of jealous, right? So Emmy travels the country chasing ghosts. I'm not into that part, right? But who the fuck don't love? Who wouldn't like running the goddamn amusement park rides? And not only that, it's the baby one. So all day she gets to look at little babies while she runs her carousel. Oh, we're going to have to get video. And the thing is she's extremely close to this place. So she's going to be the backup, when they can't get in here. Because I guess the owners are like 2 hours away and Emmy's just down the road. So, yeah. For just a 1 day a week kind of gig or something like this or whatever, or to cover, when these kids don't show up to run the thing. But there's a what's the other thing called? So you get the carousel and the Ferris wheel. There's a little Ferris wheel and a carousel, but the carousel's beautiful. It really is. And so we're not going to hide it because everybody's seen it live. So what happened is we were meeting Ghost Eagle, and while we were sitting there, the carousel was going, and there was a sign next to the carousel that said "Now hiring." And I jokingly looked at Emmy. I said, "Hey, babe, there's a gig for you. How'd you like to come in, a couple days a week and run a carousel?" And she's looking at all the lights and the little babies getting on there, and she's like, all of a sudden, she just gets up and walks away. And she goes over there, and they're yeah, right. It was cute. It was cute as fuck. I don't know if you're talking about Amy or you're talking about the carousel, but either way, they're both beautiful. But anyway, she got up over there and she just walked over there, and I'm talking to Ghost Eagle. We're over all hairy and beard like, hanging over here, and I turned my head, and Emmy's over there smiling and shaking hands, and she was actually talking to the owner. And she's like, "Yeah, we kind of need somebody that's mature that'll actually show up, that'll cover when these teenagers they like to give the job to the teenagers, but they don't show up. So they need somebody in there once a week at least, and then to cover for all these kids, right? Especially now summer's hitting and stuff. They're gonna want to go hit the lake or the river instead of showing up to work. So as long as she stays within her hours, she's fine. So anyway, she went over there and she was like a little kid, just smiling and as happy as she could be. And it was like, I mean, she's like retired. What dream job does any grandmother? I mean, if you're a grandma and you love babies, and they go, "Hey, here's the keys to a carousel. Would you like to talk to the babies and run the carousel?" Really? Like right now? Or do you want me to go home first? Or, where do I park my car? Fuck yeah. It's like, what a bucket list. I was a carousel operator. That's fucking cool. Like, I'd like to run, either a roller coaster, be the roller, one of these rock and roll things with the music or something. I'd have a blast on there, especially with with the comedic attitude. You know what I mean? Just keeping it clean, but having fun and joking and teasing everybody. I'd love to do that shit. That would be fun, especially at my age where you don't actually have to call it work. At any day, you can go, "Fuck this shit, I'm out. Had my fun." And you could just, be on your way because you're not worried about paying the bills with it, right? It's just a fun job. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for her. I'm going to have to check her out. And be like, "Damn, look at you go." And then they're talking about making some changes there and making things better, too. And I bet Emmy talks them into selling cotton candy. She's a cotton candy freaking fool. My wife, the fucking carny. It made her all sexy again. Those carny chicks, you're like, "Damn, she's missing 3 teeth, but look at the ass on that." Remember those carny chicks? Running the machine, right? Couple of tattoos, nippies popping through the t-shirt. She's got a cigarette, right? Lives in her camper. All you gotta do is buy this chick a drink and you're having a hell of a night. My wife, the carny. You'll have to start wearing tight jeans, fluffing your hair up again like back in the 80s. I'll show up with a can of beer and we could drink behind the Ferris wheel. Huh? We'll live our days back. They'll show up and be like, what's going on here? "Well, there's 2 old folks behind the Ferris wheel doing it." "Well, what do you mean?" "Well, they're living their youth again. Somebody gave them the keys to their damn Ferris wheel." No, all kidding aside, though, right? I'm like so happy for her because like she's just gonna love that. That's just cute and fun, and who don't love babies and horses and Ferris wheels? Is JMAC the bearded lady? Hey, maybe Halloween I'll show up at the mall as the bearded lady. I don't know, man. Spitfire may jump my bones if I did something like that. He's like, "It's a bear." "No, it's a bearded lady. And I ain't leaving the beach till I get me some of JMAC." "What you doing, Cleopatra? Are you being beautiful?" "What you doing?" Yeah, it was cute. You're talking about Emmy in the Ferris wheel, right? Like the way she was, it was like her eyes lit up, and it was like, what? And the lady didn't blow her off. She was like, started talking to her like right away, like, oh, finally somebody. But she really gave Emmy a lot of interest, and then she said she was going to call, but like, yeah, we'll see. Well, sure enough, she called. And now she's going in to go do her training, like, I don't know, here shortly. I don't know, today, tomorrow, or something. But I'm going to have to, one of these times when she's working, I'm going to go after and film it because it's just bucket list thing. Ferris wheel Emmy. Yeah. Oh my God, do these kids know? Emmy's got a real wheel of wild magic. Oh yeah, Tony. She's in seventh heaven. Seventh heaven. And it's $15 an hour. I think is what she said. $15 an hour to look at the cute little babies and turn the Ferris wheel on. I told her all I told Emmy was, babe, lots of hand sanitizer. It's like you've just become the mall Santa Claus, and you need to have some hand sanitizer because the snotties and I'm sure somebody has to wipe the saddle. I bet that's the fine print that you didn't get. And them saddles are going to smell like some duty-dities. Oh, yeah. See, JMAC could fuck up a wet dream if you give me enough time to think about it. Oh, yes. Round and round and round you go with Simulac flying out the nose. Baby bottles and poopy dyes. Oy, on a nice summer day. Now I just need the ball to hit the target to knock J-Mac into the river. I know, dude. Hey, maybe Emmy could talk to her and say, hey, why don't we put up one of these dunk tanks, right? And I don't know, I'll dress up as the mall Santa Claus and they could dunk tank me into the thing, huh? No hard feelings about last night in Parasolo stream. I can understand. Yeah. Yeah, they were just being faithful kind of people, I think, and because I don't think you ever argued with them, so I think they were trying to back me up, and then thought that something was going to pop off, and then as soon as she realized what was up, I'm like, yeah. Let's see what this hogwash bullshit is.
Hey, this is JMAC, and we have breaking news. Stand by for some breaking news, folks.
Police just called me. My truck has been recovered. I got to go pick it up off the street. It is a truck. Everything's there. We'll see what they stole out of the inside. But they got it, guys. I got to end this stream. Watch for a live stream. We're going to be jumping in the vehicles right now. And I'm out of here. Love you all. I will check you later. Mac out.